The Panthers for preseason, or do we take these boys super serious and throw the whole kitchen sink at them?
You got to do a little bit of both, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think you can do both though, because I think if you tack these boys kind of with a mix of preseason, then that's not throwing the kitchen sink.
Yeah. Well, I want to take them serious then. The reason I say that is because, the reason I say that is because I wanna perfect what we doing now. I don't feel like we've been playing this style long enough. I want to perfect, so I want to take it all the way serious.
Man, I'm finna contradict myself, bro. Because I just thought about it. I think you're right. I think you can do a combination of both. So, where the goal is to try to put them away in the first half. That's so basically throw the whole kitchen sink at them early with the hopes of putting them away, to then use the second half of the game or the end of the game as preseason.
Yeah,
so I fully go ahead.
Yeah, that's the plan right there.
Okay.
Work out the kinks after you put them away.
Gotcha. That's the plan. Because I know Mike McCarthy has always said, man, he don't even start talking or even thinking about playoffs until he get the 10 wins. So if we are both kind of sticking with how Mike McCarthy thinks, it's a kitchen sink game. Yeah. But we got us a lot to talk about, man. We got a whole lot to talk about on Boss Line. So first, what's some kind of things that's kind of pressing to you, Landlord? What's on your mind?
Well, we got the Micah Parsons usage topic going on. He was frustrated after a dominant win. That's something we got to talk about. And I ain't never think in a million years I'd be this happy to see Peyton Hendershot coming back. I did not expect that. It's very unexpected, but I'm thrilled that we getting Peyton back. I am.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
No, man, that Peyton Hendershot. Woo, yeah, we gonna talk about that too, big dog. For real, man. I've been wanting to see that boy going into year 2, because he was low key. Let's keep it real. He was pushing Jake Ferguson, bro.
Yeah, last year.
He was pushing him. And Jake Ferguson has become that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, he ain't perfect.
Then we heard, I think that was on your show, right? When you was talking to maybe Brian Brothers or somebody, they was like, they like Hendershot. They kept saying, one of the people that you brought in was like, they kept saying, I like Hendershot. No, he was saying the front office, the people in the building like Hendershot.
You right.
So,
I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Damn, boy, you got a good memory, boy.
Yeah.
That's sad.
That sparked my interest, because it was like, they like Hendershot. We over here like, we like Ferg.
Man,
that was interesting.
Boy, listen, that boy, Landlord. That boy stay with that old photographic memory. We got to get a freestyle, bro.
Yes, sir. I got a little something for him this time. Let's see. Cut the beat.
I got you.
I tell him, you know you hot when the devil getting jealous. You know you the man when that chick saw she pregnant, and everything you write is like the fans never forget it. And when you still living and you consider the legend, currently getting currency, cash, debit, and credit, I am hip-hop's savior. You should bow in my presence. The young prophet after prophet G, so check the prophecy. Killing with my philosophy, the young black Socrates. Street world order, we demonstrating democracy. We built the empire and then we made a monopoly. I'm the landlord, so the game is my property. You stop. I'm the landlord, so the game is my property. You try stopping me, it'll be about as far as the eye can see. Yeah, and these dudes know what's happening far as the funds go. I'm in another tax bracket. Flow so crazy, I should be in straight jackets. the body up. It's a closed casket, and that's it. I don't think no one can see us. I can make a classic with 3 lines like Adidas. I'm a beast, I'm a creature. Holla at me on these features I paint. Perfect pics, that's better than Mona Lisa. Damn. That's all I got for him, man. Let's go.
Man, what's up? Let's go. The South got something to say.
That's for real. For real. For real. For real. Let's go. For real. For real. For real. Where you at? Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real.
My boy Landlord started something. He called you Slam Williams.
Yeah.
He wanted to know when you adopt that name from being a slam artist like how you did on boy from Detroit, man. When you think about adopting the name Slam Williams.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rent, for real. For real. For real. For real. For real. For real. For real.
Let's go.
For real. For real.
For real.
For real.
For real.
For real. Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the source on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let
That's the coldest one in the game right there, man. Shout out to the executive producer, Boss Cowboy, man, giving that heat, man.
Shout out to myself. Shout out to me, bro. Me.
Dopeness,
Pat
dope,
me
man.
on the back. You hear me? You hear me? You hear me?
Dopeness, man.
So, yeah. So we go ahead and kick it off, man. What was the first thing on your mind, man? We got Hendershot coming back.
Yes, sir. I feel like he could be a little spark for us, man. You know what I'm saying? Because have you noticed on film that Mike McCarthy still likes to do these 2 and 3 tight end packages? And it's kind of interesting, like we ain't even that good at tight end at the moment, but he still want to do those. So that's a part of Mike McCarthy's game plan. That's the way he like to play, obviously. So with us having another talented tight end coming back, that can't do nothing but help us in these type of situations, man. So what you think about that?
I mean, I'm going to just be all the way honest, bro. It's right on time because they have been trying to give your boy Schoonmaker every opportunity. You know, they have, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't like it because it has that stench of politics. You feel me? It's that stench of politics to where, and I also want to be balanced and say, in their politics, they mean well.
Yeah.
Because it's a design behind what they trying to do. What they trying to do is they trying to make sure that they develop their own guys. I get it. But it's one of those things to where when you go overboard, you start playing with contention windows.
Yeah.
Like some people call it playing with your food. So with Schoon, you know, he's a 2nd round pick, a premium pick. So he haven't been really doing his thing. Now, I also want to be very careful to say this don't mean give up on him either.
Nah, I think Schoon gonna be good. It's just like not right now. It's just gonna take time.
It's just
You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna take time. Yeah. He actually does most things decently. Like he's not great at nothing, but as far as blocking and knowing his assignments and stuff like that, he do all of that well. It just like it seems like when the spotlight on him and it's time to make a catch, it's like he in his head, he in his own way or something. You know what I'm saying? So he just get that corrected. It's gonna be fine. I think he'll be fine. I really do.
So you play receiver. What's in your opinion going on with him, bro? Cause it don't even look like drops. It look like major concentrate. Can I say scary drops? I mean, just what's going on from somebody who actually played it and had fantastic hands?
I think of what it is with scoring, man. Once you see it one time, we all make those one-time drops. Like, you know, it's concentration. When you see the receiver turn his head before he actually catch the ball all the way through, he looked the ball in, that's obviously concentration. But when you see it happen week in and week out more than once, that's when it comes to conversation. It's like, is this a mental thing? Is he in his own head? Is he, you know, worried about the bright lights? Is the lights too bright for the young man? And maybe so. Now, it's a lot of stuff you have to worry about at tight end, so he may be concentrating on stuff like that, and when it comes to catching the ball, he just ain't as focused as he should be. But I think he'll be okay, man. With more and more reps, we always talk about this. It's kind of difficult for players to come in cold and then, you know, you throw him the ball. So he might need a little more consistent reps and get a little more in rhythm. That might be what the problem is with him. But I think he'll be fine as he grow and get more comfortable in the offense.
I'm with Ms. Lockhart. I think they need to totally bench him.
He don't need to be getting. See, this finna be quick. This all I said. In my head, the reason it screams politics to me is because of the situation. It look like you tried to make him be a hero against Philly or something.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
We can throw him the ball any other time.
Right.
It's okay. But at fourth and goal, bro.
Oh.
The whole drive depending on it. I don't like. That's what screams politic-ish to me. Is the situation. Like, we can, cause shout out to Stargazer. She said something on my channel about it. She was like, we gotta develop the players, and I was like, that's true, but it's just like the situation scream like, hey, what are you doing, sir? What are you doing?
Man, say, bro.
That's all. That was my only gripe against it. Like,
See,
the situation. Bro. This is not the time to be trying to develop nobody in a fourth and goal situation.
Oh man, see, bro. See, when I say I love you, bro. See, some things can make a boy be like, man, that's my dog. I love my brother, Landlord. See, cause bro, this is what I've been thinking, bro. Why are we, and we know why, but I'm gonna just ask this question. Why are we not treating Jake Ferguson or putting him on what I call the Witten plan? See, it was no way, and of course I'm not comparing Ferguson to Witten yet, okay? But what I'm saying is tight end one with Witten was tight end one. So all the key situations, all the key blocks, all the red zone targets was always going to tight end one. But to your point, and that's why I had to say, bro, I love what you just said. I'm seeing a hero. I'm seeing them trying to force him into a hero role where sometimes you got to develop it into that. Let me give you one more example. Doing this, we both know we meet players. You had some key interviews. I've had some key interviews, right?
Yeah.
One of the key interviews I had was Swam, right? I talked to Swam at SportsCon. Hey, you know me, Landlord. I approached him real OG. I said, hey, Swam. I said, I'm going to be all the way honest with you, bro. You know me, bro. I came to him real. I said, bro, Dak, his first preseason game, would have had a perfect passer rating if it wouldn't have been for your drop. And I said, but you turned up the year after. I said, what happened? Like, what made you go from basically dropping dump off bootleg passes that was kind of easy to not dropping nothing? HTM in the building. What's up, boy?
What's happening with your HTM?
And he said, it was in my head. He said, I needed to get, to your point. He said he needed to get his confidence. He said once he got him a couple of catches and started to kind of feel like, you know what, this is normal. He said it began to feel like his backyard, and then he took off.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I think we trying to kind of do that with him, but it's not working. So that's why I'm like, bench him. Try something else. Just bench him. Try to wake him up. That's my thing.
Games like this, and games like last week are the perfect opportunity to get him some reps.
Yeah.
That's my only argument. 4th and goal is not the time, bro.
No.
Like, it's just not the time, man. No. Know what I'm saying? I wanna live and die with my stars, my guys who proven. And that's what made me talk. I don't want to get too much into the politics, bro. But I'm just asking, what has he done to warrant that type of respect in that type of situation?
He ain't did nothing to warrant that.
So that's what's frustrating to me. It's like, really? That's what we doing? And then when it don't succeed, okay, the only argument somebody can have, like a logical argument that they can have against it, is they was trying to surprise them. They was trying to shock them, like, oh, you didn't see Schoon coming, and that's an easy touchdown. That's the only argument I can accept.
Yeah.
That's the only one I can accept, because they supposed to did like a little rub on that side of the field. Yeah. But I'm just asking why you ain't just reverse the roles. Why you ain't have Schoon doing the rub and Ferguson being the one to make the catch in the flat? Why you ain't do that? It's simple stuff. Because Mike McCarthy said that it was a depth thing. It was like the inexperience.
And he said he was late coming out there too. He said he was late. He ran the wrong depth, and he ran the wrong route. 3 things.
That's just all
one play was wrong.
All inexperience, and that's the key reason why you don't put that young rookie in a situation like that.
No, you don't.
That's exactly why you don't do it.
We are taking calls. Just letting y'all know, we taking calls.
Yeah, that's the main reason you don't do that.
No, you don't. You don't. And see, Landlord, I got to push back on you just a little bit.
Let's do it.
We got Regina back. Man, hold on real quick.
Regina Green with the green.
Man, Regina Green, bro. Man, listen, man. Listen, I want to say something real quick before I looked in and I saw that Regina, one of my moderators put Miss Regina in the trash, bro. Yeah, like one of my mods kicked her out.
Oh no, not Miss Regina. She's a staple in the community. No, sir.
So anyway, I want to publicly say, first of all, I apologize. Cause see, I know Regina, right? I watch her come in. She never rude. She's supportive. She speak her mind. She don't go back and forth with people. You know, she just basically here to support the Cowboys and give her opinions. I'm still trying to figure out who and why she was kicked out. Cause what's gonna happen is once I figure that out, they gone. Cause
it might have been a mistake or something. It
could have been somebody pushed the button wrong. It could have been somebody pushed the button wrong. Yeah, and matter of fact, you right, Amp. I need to make her a mod.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna make her a mod right now. But this is where I want to push back on you a little bit, bro. Just a little bit.
Okay.
I hate talking about politics too, but honestly, I think we are not serious about winning unless we take it head on. You know what I'm saying?
All the way through, yeah.
Like it's like I hate talking about it because it comes across like we being negative and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just no way to be serious about winning unless you address the elephant in the room. That's just how I see it.
You 100% right, but the reason I shy away from it slightly, it's not because of I don't want to appear negative. It's because we don't have 100% undeniable evidence that this is true. That's the only thing. Like we got our speculation. We got evidence to say that this seems like this could be the reason. You see what I'm saying? But we're not in the locker room to the point where we like, bro, we just don't. We gonna push Schoon regardless, bro. Like, and we just know that that's the answer. So that's the only reason. It's speculation. At the end of the day, you might have an educated guess. It's educated. The guess is educated, but we can't 100% say, hey, this is proof, and it's no denying it.
Yes, you can.
Think you can do that.
Yes,
you think
can.
So?
I know so. Give me 1 second. I'm finna do it right now. Hey, and I wasn't even planning on doing this. I'm finna show
look, you don't think some of the stuff you gotta be in the locker room for?
Some of it, but some of it they tell themselves. Let me show you what they told on themselves, bro. All right. I wasn't even expecting to play this, but here we go.
Yeah.
Jerry, we grew up on this upcoming game on Sunday. This is Madden and Summerall and Steve Young and Jerry Rice and Irvin and Haley and Dion. When we say the name, the team, the San Francisco 49ers, what immediately jumps to your mind?
I remember sitting out in the stands and at a 49er game in San Francisco. And when I could, I would take in an NFL game. And I was sitting as a fan in 1987. Might have been the latter part of 80. It might have been the latter part of 87 or 88. Watching the 49ers play, had my shirt off, sitting there, and just enjoying it as a fan, but enjoying it as a wannabe more involved in the NFL. I remember a great friend of Bill Walsh's taking me out to see in 88, a year before I bought the Cowboys. And he took me out to see Bill, and Bill spent all afternoon, not an hour, he must have spent 4 or 5 hours with me going over
the nuance.
Nuances of pro football. That was before I ever really knew that the Dallas Cowboys were going to be for sale, but I wanted to be involved so bad. And he told me, he said, the one thing you can't do is socially get involved as a coach with players, because you got some bad news for players from time to time. And he said, I've got a guy on this team that's a player. It's Bill Walsh. Got a guy on this team that's a player. And this was right at training camp, the end of training camp, going into the season. And he says his wife, my wife, and we socialize a little bit. Terrible mistake. Because every time I see him in the hallway here at training camp, he looks me right in the eye hard because he's on the bubble. And he's trying to see if I'm going to cut him. And he said, I'm going to cut him, and he's not going to like me for the rest of my life. And he said, this is a tough deal, and said, I screwed that one up. I shouldn't have got that close to it.
So now here come the key question. I should have just fast forwarded to this question because that's really where it starts. But this is the key part where I say they tell on themselves. Listen.
Ever have that soft spot guy, Jerry, that you knew you shouldn't love this much and it's altering your judgment? Did you ever have one of those guys on the Cowboys?
Yes. And more than once by a long shot. Absolutely.
Do we need any more evidence? Well, let's keep going.
Absolutely. You don't use it. It's hard. When you understand how deeply rooted a player life can be in his competition and his game and all the nuances, and then you add on top of that the professional aspect of it, the financial aspect.
The financial aspect of it and the professional, that's it right there, bro.
Basically, too, when it's another clip you play. It's another clip you play when you was like, you gotta use them. If you draft them, you gotta that right there too. It's very telling. I'd say.
Yeah,
it's very
so
telling.
We can say it's 100%, bro. See, the hope in us make us say, man, we don't know. No, we know for sure they do this, bro. Yes, when you literally say if you pick them, you gotta play them. That's why we keep seeing Schoon. That's why we saw Avion Collins clearly beat out Ball, but what did they keep doing? Throwing Ball out there. They even moved Ball to guard. Who was the first people to come out there in all the OTAs and all the practice reps to play guard, even though Chuma had NFL experience playing guard? Ball. You see what I'm saying? Dog, and then Matt Waleska, man, I can go on and on, bro. Now we ain't got to be in that locker room to know that this is what they do. Like, hold on real quick. Yeah. I want to say something real quick. I got a video dropping at 8:00. This is the most important video I did this year. It's dropping at 8:00. Dallas Cowboys culture of politics versus San Francisco culture of real competition. I give our culture score a 60. Failing, where they have a culture score of 100, close to perfect. So, you ready to get to that hymn?
Let's do it.
Walk up in the life. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. Hold up. Look, walking this bitch like, hey. Yeah, I'm really him.
Talking my shit like, hey, them really.
Him is gone. That's the one.
Man, all right, so we got to talk about who is him, Landlord. What's going on?
Mhm.
Wait. What in the? Hold on. Landlord, where you at? Hold on real quick.
What, I'm gone?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it, y'all give me 1 second.
Yeah, I see
Something going on.
black.
Yeah, I see. Oh. All right, there it is.
Okay, I'm back.
There it is. Whatever. So, like, go ahead, though. We back on him.
Okay. Of course, it's young Ryan Dakota, my guy, Dak Prescott. He has been him, especially for the last 3 games. Since San Francisco, Dak has said, hey, he refused to lose. He showed that, hey, I'm finna take over. He knows exactly when the greatest moments is to take over. He's utilizing his legs. It's something that we've been dying for him to do for the last few years now. And look, that scramble drill game has took the offense to another level, man. That scramble drill and took this offense to another level. And this is the things that makes Dak Prescott him, in my opinion. Like I said, I said this in a previous show, that I feel like Dak is more like a what? He said, well, this should be a short segment. Yeah, they don't got none. We got so disrespectful on this one. They don't have one. The him is us. The
him is us.
It's us. They don't have one.
We ain't got one. They ain't got no him.
So yeah, we had to get very disrespectful. With all due disrespect this week.
I love it.
But I said this in the previous show that, Dak Prescott, he has the demeanor, the attitude of a normal football player, not of a quarterback. So he needs to run the ball to me. You know what I'm saying? He needs to do certain stuff to give him the memory that he's this dominant force too. That's why he said that game. I had to remind him I'm a big mother. You know what? You know what I'm saying? He's just that kind of guy. So you need to make sure you give him opportunities to feel like he's one of the guys again, not just the special privilege of a quarterback. And I think the best way to do that is to let him run. And that's who he is. That's what makes Dak Prescott be as comfortable as possible. That's going to be the best version, the best form of Dak Prescott you will see with your own 2 eyes is Dak running around, running on the move, throwing on the move, all this type of stuff like that. That's the best form of Dak Prescott right there. And that's why he is him, in my opinion.
Yeah. And because you got to look at the hymns, because I still like their quarterback. I want to kind of talk about that since we kind of talking about him, because that's why we honestly had a real conversation is, do we use this game for preseason or, do we go all out at him? Because Young is getting treated, to me, kind of goofy.
Yeah.
Because Micah Parsons was right. He was right. Because when it was Trevor Lawrence, they let him be stinky until they put weapons around him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But now everybody's stupid. Like, he didn't go into a bad environment.
Terrible.
Can you talk about him? Because I know you're an Alabama fan, so you gonna know him deeper than anybody.
Yeah, one thing about Bryce, man, I think people forget, talent and what can I say? Talent is mostly potential. That don't mean you all the way put together yet. So he's super, super talented, though. He's a super talented guy. He can do a lot of things. He's mobile, but not a running quarterback. That's one of the biggest things I hear people kind of dub him as. I don't look at him as a running quarterback. He pretty much reluctant to run. But I think out of necessity with Carolina, he runs a little bit more. But at Alabama, we used to be yelling at the screen bro, run the ball. It'll be too obvious, run, but he'll never do it. And he'll throw the ball some kind of way. It usually be successful, but it seems like he run the ball as a last resort. If he don't have any other options left, then he'll run the ball. Even in some situation where it look like it's easier to run, he still don't do it. So I looked at it, a lot of people said he's a rushing quarterback, but in Alabama, he ain't had nothing but like 160 some rushing yards his whole career. So he's really not a running quarterback like that. He's a scrambling quarterback who keeps his eyes down the field and tries to make plays. But one of the things that's gonna get him in trouble in the NFL is he's super confident, and a lot of times he don't know when to give up on the play. So that's what's gonna get him in trouble, especially without no surrounding cast, without no real weapons, without no good O-line. That's the stuff that's gonna get him in trouble, and that's the stuff that you see him throwing interceptions, taking sacks, because he's one of them that's gonna go down with the ship kind of guys. Like, he's gonna try to make a play to the very last second. That's who he is, and that's what gets him in trouble in this league. So, I mean, he's a young player. He got a lot to learn, and he's on a very, very bad team. People got to realize they earned the number 1 selection. You know what I'm saying? They was pretty bad though. They pretty bad. So, yeah, I think he'll be good. He'll be good later on, but not in the first couple of years until Carolina get it together. Like, I just hate he went to that situation as a whole. As an Alabama fan, I hate he went there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really hate he went there.
Yeah, and you know how it is, man. They did Tua like that too. See, Tua, I'm being all the way real, but Tua was always that dude.
Tua was nice, bro.
Tua was always that dude. Always that dude. But early, Tua didn't have the weapons.
They tried to play. They were doing him so dirty.
Man, they
Miami,
were talking
bro.
about Tua like he was a bum. I ain't like it either.
I was mad. I ain't gonna tell.
Can I tell you the truth? It make me, and it be people that got big voices talking big time stupid.
Yep.
But because he didn't instantly rescue a bad team and it's a lot of garbage and trash around him, they like, is he a bust? Man, if you don't go sit your goofy, like, no, Micah Parsons is right. Micah Parsons is all the way right. And that's one thing I do like about Micah Parsons speaking his mind, man, for real. On some things, Micah Parsons brings a little bit of balance to the universe. Can we say that, man? Because he be speaking his mind.
Bringing real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
Can I be all the way honest, though?
Always.
With Mike.
Yes,
I'm going to be all the way honest.
Yes, please.
I was kind of looking at Michael with the side eye for a minute.
Okay.
Because the reason is because I felt like it was a void that needed to be filled. Like, we know Dak get a lot of unwarranted criticism. So I'm like, bro, if you going to have a voice and you know Dak getting did dirty and he don't even deserve it, you got to speak up for him at least once. It took a minute. I'm like, man, what's going on? Then Michael finally just unleashed it like, yo, y'all doing my Now I'm like, okay, that's what I'm talking about, Michael. Now, I ain't saying that, listen, I ain't saying he got to do that, but I'm just saying when you see that it's a need, it was actually needed. The media do Dak dirty for no reason a lot of the time. Yeah. Now, if you going to have a big voice and this your teammate, I hear you talk up for a lot of other people. Ooh. In my opinion, I'm like, man, why you ain't saying that about Dak? Hey. Then all of a sudden, he start unleashing about Dak. I'm like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. So,
sound like you was on hater watch, bro.
Yeah, I'm looking like, what you doing, Michael? What you doing now? Bro, everybody that follows know Dak get a lot of unwarranted criticism in this community. We know this, right? Yes. Everybody can come to that agreement, bro.
Easily. For
you to have a big voice, a big podcast, and you not even speak on that?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know about this, Michael.
Yeah. All right, so then what's your thoughts on that pouting, bro? Did we talk about that already?
We ain't talked about it yet.
All right, let's go.
To be honest, man, you know, this is not the greatest time for this to me. You know what I'm saying? And like, I understand he want to be great. He want to make his impact and leave his imprint on the game. I can understand that from a competitive standpoint. But at the same time, man, like, you was still doing your job. I think he was looking at like he see everybody else having fun. Now, I don't want to think it's about the money because I think he understands like he will get the bag. Like, I don't think he gotta, you know what I'm saying? That we could talk about that next, but hopefully it ain't about the bag because that's two different types of money right there. Like that's a premier player difference in money. Like I think they said the top pass rusher making like 30, and then the top linebacker making like 16. You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole premier player salary difference between the two positions. So hopefully that ain't what making Micah like throw a hissy fit about not getting enough sacks and not being utilized in the way he wants to. But I don't see how he can be mad, because if you look at the film, he's making a lot of stuff happen. He the reason that Gallimore got a sack. He the reason that Sam got a sack. He the reason that a lot of these people was getting sacks, because he was making pressure coming through A-gap, coming around on stunts and stuff like that. That was the reasoning behind some of these sacks. So for him to be mad that he didn't register no stats and stuff like that, you still got to be able to pat yourself on the back like, okay, I'm still having my impact on this football game, though. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I don't know if this was the time for him to be, publicly stating stuff like that. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, and this is one thing that's really just about an opinion. It really is. Because, and I think some of this is also based on where you from, right? And based on how you might coach, or how you was coached, or how you think personally. All of that to me decides people's opinion on this. Because I'm actually the opposite. I don't got no problem with it at all. Like one of my boys, his son and my son did this, but we came from this, and we was raised like this, so we was like this. So my boy's son, who played for Colorado, he played for Dion right now. When he was coming up, he was one of the best track young boys in the state. So he got a second place medal and a certificate, right? You know what he did? He ripped it up, bro.
Yeah.
And his daddy say, "What you doing?" He said, "I don't do that. I don't do second place. I don't do it." And his daddy was like, "Good." So I got a picture I can show everybody on Facebook of my son, who was mad at second and third place. I'm talking about he was steaming. I'm over here like, son, you just getting started. You know what I mean? But I was happy to see that he wanted more. You know what I mean? So I ain't get on him. I ain't say nothing. I just let him stay mad. So it just depends. Like, and I'm not saying you wrong. I think it's a difference in how this can be viewed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's so like it just DP. I want to say this real quick, bro.
DP came with some heat on the comment on my page the other day.
I want to say something real quick because I'm actually kind of hot about this. DP, I just realized 2 days ago that you was kicked out. I didn't even know, bro. Like, somebody on Twitter said, "Boss, am I still kicked out?" And I was like, "Who kicked you out?" So I went and started looking, and I saw Regina was kicked out. DP was kicked out. I said, "DP?
Hey, they tripping
They
over there,
kicked out DP, bro."
You got to look at some of your minds over there, bro.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, man, I'm going to have to do a purge on these minds.
They nefarious over there,
man. D-Boss purged DP. Like, DP man. Go hard.
Yeah.
So when I'm seeing y'all, like I just apologized to Regina, I want to openly apologize to you, bro. I want to openly apologize to you, bro, for getting kicked out. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you're a treasure to the community. I just wanted to say that real quick.
Hey, we do see y'all super chats and stuff. We got a segment for the super chats. So
let's go ahead and
we're gonna make sure we give y'all some dialogue for that.
Yeah, we gonna give you some super chat love. I got a couple over here. We definitely not ignoring. He said, Coach Mar said, "Boss, my message address Parsons. Listen to 12:58 mark of the interview." Okay, I'll check it out. And but I definitely want to register that it's different ways to look at this.
Yeah.
Because even like just Coach Marv here in the building, we saw it different on Playing Like Champions. See, where he from, they don't say that. Where he from, you gotta win it before you say that. Where I'm from, we say play like champions as we trying to get there. So, but it's a difference. It don't mean I'm right. It don't mean he right. It's just different. You know what I mean? So that's.
But one more thing I want you to think about. Yeah. One more thing. Okay. Think about this. Mm-hmm. Okay. CeeDee Lamb did the same thing, but CeeDee, the offense was actually struggling and looking bad. You see what I'm saying? So that, to me, it's like, that's kind of the difference. Like Micah was saying something along them lines, and the defense was still dominant.
Right. And
they still been kicking tail. So it's like, to me, it kind of gave our vibes like Michael, you gotta understand. Sometimes you gotta just take a back seat for your players to eat. You a premier player in this league. Sometimes you won't get the sack. You will create the sack. You will have to be an assist man. That's what I'm saying. It's like, just be patient, Michael. In my opinion, that's kind of how I took it. It's like a couple of those games, bro. You will not be the guy who do it. That's just a fact. Like, you won't be the guy. Some players, some teams gonna come in this game and be like, bro, you will not beat us, Michael. We're gonna chip you. We're gonna double you. We're gonna run away from you. You will not affect this game the way you want to. The best way you do it is to be the assist man. That's just sometimes that's gonna be his role. He gonna have to understand that. That's just the way I was looking at it.
I'm with you. But
yeah,
see,
he gonna have to understand that at times.
I want him to stay angry, bro. I'm dead ass. Cause see, and I'm gonna tell you, bro. I say this sometime, and I was looking at Law Channel, and somebody misunderstood me. Cause I always say Micah need to embrace the dark side. Some people get so weird, they thought I was actually talking satanic. If y'all don't go sit your goofy ass down, like, why would I be trying to say that I want him to like make a blood oath? Are you goofy? I ain't talking about nothing like that. I'm talking about him playing angry. So if this moves him closer to being angry, I want it. But that's me, because I feel like he too friendly in the first place. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest, bro. You know what I mean? So if you mad, that's closer to what I want to see. That's just me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him over here happy. I want you mad. Cause see,
you got an end goal to yours.
I got an end goal to me. Like, I'm like, bro, nah. Oh, he mad? Good. Leave him alone. Let him stay mad. Keep him mad. Yeah. Because see, he was being friendly at the end of the Philly game. When that ball landed in Swift's lap, he being nice and he jumped to the side because he protected Swift's legs instead of jumping right on them legs to get the ball. Yeah, I need you mad. See, if he would have been mad, listen. If he would have been mad, he would have said F Swift. And he would have jumped right because he mad. Ball. Right, I want the ball. So, yeah, I just gave, DP, he's a moderator now. I ain't kicking him out no more.
I think them some great points on both sides. Bro. You really can't even go either way.
Yeah, you really can't.
Yeah.
You can't. That's why I say this gonna come down to opinion. This ain't no absolutes. Now, some people want to treat this like absolutes, like this is the way.
Because look, when you said too nice, I kind of thought back to the jersey swaps. I'm like, yeah, I got a point with that. You got a point with that. Come on now, you feel me? I can't even hate you out with that.
Hey, I done talked my boy Landlord to the dark side, and I'm not talking about no blood out you goofies. Bro,
I kind of felt you on that one though. But go ahead.
I gotta boy.
That started a little trouble then, boss.
Man, let's talk about this, bro. But I got your back on it though.
Yeah.
My boy Landlord said this, man. We flipping the script a little bit. He said, with CJ Godwin being out for the year, I feel like the Cowboys should consider bringing Kelvin Joseph back to be a gunner. He was recently cut from the Dolphins, so he is available. He was balling on special teams for us. I believe he would thrive in that role. And I'm gonna say something else. More than gunner, he was playing good the whole preseason. He shut up the whole mob that was hating on him in terms of play. His play had everybody hush.
Yeah.
So,
and then the people that was Camp Darlings, they kind of made you go back to reality. Like, we was looking at Eric Scott like he was finna be him. Ooh. Like they was dubbing him as the next Bland already. You know what I'm saying? They was saying Eric Scott finna be Bland. Ooh. Then he got in the preseason, he was getting work. So, you know, hey, he was in head of him. And we was looking at him like he could have been some depth for us. But I think he'll be good. It's just not this year. Not this year. Maybe next year.
See, because I don't understand Cowboy fans that just hate ideas like this. Like,
they were saying no.
Right, because see, this is the thing. It's a couple of players that should make us forever not be judgmental just from the fact that we brought them in. Number one, Bennett.
Michael Bennett.
When we brought in Michael Bennett, it is nobody that was worse than Michael Bennett. He literally talked about Jerry himself. You know what I mean? Plantation. Yeah. Then we brought in Aldon Smith. Then we brought Randy Gregory back after all that time, and he did ball for us for a little while.
Greg Hardy.
So why we over here just so sanctimonious, like we just just because he rap and he immature at times, we just ain't gonna. All right, whatever. Let me move on. Let's talk about some options then. What about Nashawn Wright?
Yeah. The thing about Nashawn last year, I know he had kind of dipped down in his play in preseason. But he did get in and got his first career interception. I was at that game, the Tennessee game. He got his first career interception that game. And then, that was around the time where Dan Quinn was experimenting, though. So he didn't earn a role for real yet. So they was implementing dudes we got off the street and all kind of stuff. So I didn't want Nashawn to leave after that. I was like, man, let's try Nashawn. He might be all right. He might be ready now. Because I seen improvements when he was on the field. So, about Nashawn, to me, he's a prototypical like Bill. He got nice footwork. I like a lot of stuff about Nashawn Wright, honestly. But it's like, I think his biggest flaw is tracking the ball when it's in the air. That's most cornerbacks' problem. Like, let's just be real. You got to be a special corner to be able to track that ball, like Bland and my boy Trey. That's not a normal trait for a corner. You know what I'm saying? Tracking the ball gracefully and just, not being nervous and panicking when the ball gets in the air. That's not an easy trait to have as a corner, man. So that's the only thing I dislike about Nashawn. When that ball in the air, he kind of get a little lost. And it's like he got all the length in the world and he still get lost. The ball still getting caught over the top of him because he don't have too many ball skills as a corner, man.
Nashawn was an ex-receiver, right?
He had to be with that size, but I'm talking about what we seen as a Cowboy. He been getting, look, how in the world, 6'4", what, he's 6'4"?
Yeah, he's 6'4".
You can go to the preseason clips, he was getting snagged on. I'm like, there ain't no way you gonna get did like that.
Wait. Then cause see, I'm with you on that. You have not told no lies either. You have told not one lie. But he played better when it counted in the game.
Yeah, that's what I said. When I seen him, you remember I said I seen some improvements and I wanted him to stay. And Dan was still experimenting.
And that's what my thing is. Me and you seeing it the same because I want to see more too. That's my point. So it's basically he left me with a good taste in his mouth the last time I saw him in a game.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So and I'm also thinking about potential matchups. Like his
Who was
size.
that dude they was rotating, man? Like they you remember we picked up some random dude.
Yeah, from Arizona. I can't remember his name,
they put
bro.
him in too. And I'm like, bro, Nashawn was fine. Like, what do y'all do?
Yeah. And it's like, but this is the bad thing. People treating Nashawn like the last time he played and it was garbage and it was actually good. It was good. He was tackling, he was doing everything. You know what I mean? He was doing it, and he competitive, bro. Like, it's cause we still, that's why when we started this, show, that's why we started this show asking a real question. Do we use the Panthers for preseason or, right? Because if we do get ahead and just start taking over, I want to see Nashawn, bro.
Yeah.
I want to see Nashawn. If we using this game as preseason, I want to see Nashawn. I want to see Thomas. I want to see these guys. I want to see
definitely Thomas.
You see what I'm saying? I want to see Noah. Ain't nobody talking about Noah, bro.
I want to see Izzy.
I want to see Izzy too. Yeah. Like put real film on these boys. Hey, they saying I got 86 likes. 86 people in here, only 50 likes. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah.
But no,
y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card on both channels, man. Y'all support this boss land, man. We trying to come with that heat for y'all, man. Make sure y'all support. We appreciate y'all.
All right, see, this is like, I ain't gonna lie, man. See, some of y'all make me sick because y'all just be talking, but you talk like you really know what you're talking about. Like, and I really mean y'all make me sick, some of y'all. Like somebody said, right booty, man, y'all stop the cap. Like, bro, if you don't get your casual ass on, bro, like, it's no way you can look at how he played and say he played booty the last time you saw him. You know, like, come on, man. Like, listen, I'm actually serious about winning, bro. I don't just talk. I don't do that. So, like, when I see y'all just talking, y'all piss me off with that. Because you cannot go to the game in which he played in Tennessee and tell me that was bad. You're a damn lie.
I seen that game live. That's why I was like, hey, I kind of like Nation now. I was like, hey, let him keep going. Let him build on this.
Yeah.
And then we just snatched him up.
And we snatched him up. And see, that's how I know you was telling the truth, because you called it exactly the way it happened, Landlord. You said it factually perfect. His preseason was, you know, but his game, when he played in the game, it was good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So just to be like he booty just because he played okay, and he really wasn't even bad in preseason. It was one thing wrong: his ball tracking.
Yeah. He was in position every time.
He was in position every time.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't even addressing this old goofy ass comment. I swear to God, y'all get on my nerves. All right, man, let's go and get to the money.
Double up. The money I call up. Double up. The money I call up.
Boss Land.
Super chats.
You got it, Landlord.
Okay. Shout out to B-Bird with the $4.99 for your mind. He says, what did Tupac say at the start of Gangsta Party? We got two of the same at the same place at the same time. Boss and Land, salute. Salute to you too, Mr. B-Bird. We appreciate the support, sir.
OG.
Yeah, you know, he's an OG.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ty Lockhart, man, with the $5 super. He says, sup, been working night shift, missing the live show. Lockhart number 3, you know, the Lockhart squad. Shout out to y'all. He said it's repping Landlord, YouTube Boss. Parsons, shut up and play. Hey, some of the fans is pissed off at Parsons, man.
Micah.
Shout out to Jose Banks, CPW, with the $9.99. He says Parsons be acting like he running for office, not on the battlefield. Ooh, hey, give him a bomb for that one.
Man, do I have a bomb? I don't know if I got a bomb, but
I
got
need
something over
something,
here. Let me see what I got over here.
That one was tough, bro. He be real political over there too, though. No lie.
I got this.
All right, I like that. That. He be real political, bro. So I got one more. This Tacoma John with the $4.99 says people are box score bandits, boss. They look at the box score and don't watch the game. Yeah. They impact may not show up on the stat sheet. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And then, I call it stat analysis. I also want to say this too. I apologize to my brother. I went a little hard on you, BJ. I apologize. No, for real. Like, if I call you out, I can't call you out for speaking your opinion and then say your voice matter at the same time. That's not right. If I called you out, I had to kind of think about it. I'm like, I went overboard on you. Even if I don't agree with you, I got to treat you a certain kind of way. So I publicly apologize about that, bro.
Yeah.
All right, let me.
We still human though. It'll tick you out for a minute sometimes.
Because I know I watched the film, bro. I'm like, bro, like what you? But I still gotta, you know, what I'm saying, kind of finesse it a little bit. Just finesse. Yeah. Finesse. I got me a super chat over here. My boy, Common Sense. He said they are skipping the building process for moments. Yeah, and I think that's what he was talking about, Luke Schoonmaker and all of them.
Can I come in on that real quick? Because that's heavy right there. He said they skipping the building process for moments.
Yes.
And when you think about that, don't that sound like they trying to win us over with them? That's politics. You trying to sell them to us. They pay attention to us, bro. They do. Our voice matter. Shout out to BossCowboySports. Our voice matter. You want to know why? That's what they knew. We didn't really want Schoonmaker. No offense to the young man. We hope he do well. But we talking about in the draft process, we wasn't up here cheering and happy, excited about Schoonmaker. So now they got to do some crazy crap like this and try to win us over with them. Ain't that crazy? Like, am I the only one came with that to that conclusion?
No, you not. Hey, listen, bro. See, I gotta jump in too. I got to
that
jump
was
in
too
too,
heavy
bro.
for me, man. I had to say something about that.
Hey, and my boy Willie T said, thank you for saying that to BJ. Yeah, man. I make mistakes, And I honestly do feel like if I call somebody out and I was wrong openly, I need to apologize openly. That's just, that's, it's just what it is, man. And, I ain't perfect, bro. I'm passionate about this team. So every now and then you'll get smacked. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta keep it cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then like my boy said, I like to keep it 100, boss. Yeah, and at the end of the day, that's your opinion, and I gotta respect it. I can't say it's hypocritical for me to say your voice matter, then just bust in your mouth because I don't agree. You know what I mean? So anyway, but but when y'all say stuff like "stop the cap," that's when I get pissed because I know I ain't capping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it get me. Like, oh nah, bro, no, we work on here. We work. You know what I'm saying? Like we put in film work. But to your point, Landlord, this is why I want to jump in and steal what you were saying. Because I could pull up a clip right now where Stephen Jones said that a lot of fans are anti-Michael Gallup, but when we give him the reps, it's going to open up our eyes. If I play it, it's going to piss you off. I ain't going to even play the clip, bro, because I can go pull it right now. I ain't going to pull it because it will piss you off, but it's what you saying to where he was basically saying we ain't seeing it right.
Yeah. And that speaks exactly to what we said. You trying to win us over with Schoonmaker. Look, you know how many fans would have been like, man, did you see Schoon in that situation, caught the touchdown and got us ahead? Like, yay, Schoonmaker. That's the reaction they was looking for, man. And instead of just letting the man just develop, man. Good grief. That's crazy. Why you just can't let the man develop naturally, man? You gonna try to force the issue. They wanted us to be like, yay, Schoon.
Ooh, look, he worked it. Ooh, Bessie.
What a touchdown.
Ooh,
like,
Schoon. Ooh, Schoon. Oh, man.
They wanted us to be like, they wanted us to come back the next day like, hey, man,
I was wrong.
I gotta publicly apologize about my take on Schoon. I'm gonna eat my crow. They wanted us to do that immediately. Like, come on, bro.
Man, come on. And then Gary Bryan said the Carolina Panthers are ranked 7th in total overall defense. However, that could be because the rest of their division is not top-notch teams offensively. That's balanced. But that's also a good warning. You know what I'm saying? That's a good warning not to sleep on these boys. Because we fell asleep on Arizona.
They could possibly be getting, back? The guy that played with J.C. Horn. They supposed to be getting him back. He got a chance to play. So it ain't official that he gonna play yet, but he's coming back off IR and they open the practice window. So he's pretty much in the same situation as Hendershot. But Hendershot a little ahead because he practiced and he was a full participant. So I ain't too sure about what he did.
My girl Queen said, okay, so boss, when are you going to make up? Because when you publicly go off on folks because they make you mad, you also need to be able to apologize for going off. I just did. That's what I just did. Now, if you want to put it in the public, the times me and you went back and forth, go ahead. And if it get bad, I'll apologize. But me and you never had nothing in the public. Me and your beef's been in private. Now, if you want to get in public, we can go there. We can go there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But and I keep my privacy in private. If you come to me with something in private, I keep it there. If you say something in public, I'll go there too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I ain't got no public apologizes to you, Queen. None. So anyway, and I don't mean that being funny. It's just we never beefed in public. Anyway, y'all already know it's time to get on these phones.
Back in it, baby, just stay in the town. I'm on the edge, I ain't coming down. I get too high, I'm afraid of the ground. I'm young and I'm paid to play with these sounds. Ignoring the call, she shutting that gown. Started at the top, and I'm taking it down off the champagne. Took a break from the brown on the rampage. I've been giving it brown.
Alright, man. Here we go. I should have had the phones on. I always do that, Landlord. I hit the drop before I get the phones ready.
Y'all hit that line up, man. Hit that line
I
up.
ain't even showed the line. I'm just ass all the way backwards. All right, here we go, man.
You know we
got
gotta build that plane, man.
Yeah, that's what we do, though. We always do it. We doing it as we go.
Yes, sir.
And Queen say, nah, we gonna keep that private. Appreciate that, Queen. Exactly. I got love for you, too. All right. Ooh. All right, yeah. So, man, let me show this phone number. Damn, bro, I should have had that up, man. I threw off the flow. That beat be rocking, though, man. I can just let that beat rock.
Just got you moving and you don't even know you're moving. You just over here.
So we got Coach Marv, he done came in the building. Then we got Common Sense, he in the building. Y'all keep coming on in, man. I'm gonna give y'all about 10 more seconds and I'm gonna lock these phones because I gotta go get my hair cut. So
let's do it.
Yeah, man, y'all keep coming. Come on in, man. We got 3. I'm gonna get up to about 5 and I'm gonna shut it down. All right. So I don't want to hang up right now. So, and I know Queen, I know you said you want to call in yesterday, so we got it today. So you can go ahead and call in, baby. I got you too, sweet.
Yeah, it's no secret about my response from school, man. I got a public reaction off it. So what I look like, acting like I was just, head over heels about school. Like, hey, it is what it is. And he a nice dude. I met him. He a good dude. So this ain't got nothing to do with him personally. It's just what I felt like the team needed at the time, man. That's what it was.
That's overstood. All right, I'm gonna shut the phones down, man. Y'all ain't calling in. We got the number down now. Now, if you start coming in about 10 seconds when everybody rolling, talking about, hey man, you got the phones locked, bro. You can't come in at the end of the show and then be like, it's my time. Man, hell no. Don't work like that. All right, man, I'm locking these phones, man. Let's get it, Landlord.
Let's do it.
All right, 910, you live.
Hey, Boss.
Hey, who is this?
This Queen.
What's up, Queen?
How you doing?
What's up, baby?
Yeah, I agree, because your butt is me. Sagittarius, are you? I hope you ain't.
Okay.
You're mean. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, you mean, hell.
Queen, don't do it. Queen, I'm in a good mood. Don't do it.
Huh?
Don't do it. I'm in a good mood. Don't do
I'm
it.
not.
All right.
I'm not.
All right, go ahead.
I'm not.
All right, let's go. What you got?
Okay. So, about the I talked about the Micah Parsons thing.
Yeah.
Most folks don't understand the impact that Micah had in that last game. So the social chatter, understandably, would think he hadn't done anything. And it's mainly from either folks who really don't know what they're looking at when they're watching the football game,
right?
Or all they know how to do is go and look at a stat sheet. Somebody done told them what each one of those acronyms mean on the top of the stat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or it's people that's doing stuff for clickbait. So,
True.
Oh yeah, they do that a lot. And then, so I think that at this point, Micah, he is not digress, or is it digressing or degressing? He's not doing either of those, however you want to pronounce that. I'm on the same page with the talk that Nate Newton had. I don't know if you had gone, and because Law Nation mentioned it on the final word the other night, what Nate Newton had said on Hanging with the Boys. Mm-hmm. And it was very prolific what Nate Newton said, and I was hoping that Law Nation, he had gotten all of it out, because he didn't really get the fullness of what Nate Newton was saying out when he was telling y'all. But I was hoping he got it all out. And if you give me just a moment, what Nate Newton was saying in that segment, and this is when Nate Newton just stopped being silly and he got straight up serious. He was talking about the great one They don't, like Law Nation said, they don't blame the coaches. They don't blame the refs and all that other kind of stuff. He said that what he believes Micah needs to do is get back into all the things that he was before, studying his opponents that's coming up, studying more film. Those double teams that he's been getting, that hold that he's been getting, that those known great players, they would figure out from watching film and studying how to get around the double teaming and the holds and stuff like that, and was still able to make those powerful plays. And he said that Micah Parsons is at a point right now where he feels like he needs to do that instead of doing the pouting side. And that's all I wanted to call out.
Good call, Queen. Queen, man, good damn call. Thank you. That was a good one. I'm going to call you personally too, Queen.
Okay, dear, you can. You got my number.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, Coach Marv. No, hold on real quick. Did you have something on that, Landlord?
Nah, she pretty much said, some of the same things I said. I like what she touched on, saying that, some of this stuff be clickbaitish stuff, what I'm saying? But we don't do that in new media out here, man. You know how we get down. But
at least we don't.
Yeah, well, we don't. Yeah, we don't behave that way. Yeah. I can't speak for everybody.
Media ain't, they still they got old ways, I'll put it like
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some new media got some old ass ways. All right.
Yeah.
Coach Marv.
Hey, what's going on, boss? What's going on, Landlord?
What's up?
Hey, man. Boss, you always figure it out the park. And I know you're going to check that message out, but it'll be so apropos for that if you were to listen to that right now. That message that I sent you was an interview with Micah Parsons in training camp. And at the 12:58 mark of that interview, they asked about, what about being the sack leader? And Micah Parsons said, no, I'm not worried about sacks. I want to be that impact player. He talked about you can have a player that has 15 to 16 sacks and not be that impact player. He said, I don't want to be just one of those guys. Michael Parsons said this.
Right.
Quinn is trying to make you one of those guys, a unique generational player, which you can be. You have to now, if I had anything I could say to him now, I would say embrace that, because that's going to make you him. You're not going to be the him of Bosa or him of the guys in Cleveland. You're going to be that guy that they're going to call him, because you're going to set a precedent that no other player can do and be. And that's to be the best linebacker and the best defensive end. Now, does he have to get more in tone with linebacker because his focus now has to go back a little bit more to that? But a couple of games of getting into that, the plays will come, and he will be impactful. Just like he was in that game that people don't see, when you have a guy that shadows Barkley, the best player on the Giants, and he actually shut him down. So what I want to say this, these are his words. See, when you talk about these are his words, and don't let the media get you off of the thing that you said you wanted to do. And when trying to get you there, lock in, get better, and be that guy. Be him. Because they're you guys that can have 135 tackles, 15 or 16 sacks, 2 or 3 interceptions, about 15 tackles for loss, and 5 or 6 forced fumbles. And this is Mike Parsons going to be that guy.
Bruh.
That's what I was going to say, man.
Man, Coach, and I'm going to check that out when I slow down. And do you know what we go do when we do the watch party on Sunday? We'll start the show with that.
Then to you, Landlord, I want it all, because I want that to get back in the building. I want him to hear his words, what he said he wanted to be.
So check this out, Coach. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that clip, because we actually get the highest views on Sunday. So that's going to be our best chance to get it to him. right? Because that's when everybody tune in. People tune to Boss Cowboy Sports for the watch part in the post game. That's where we be having 4,000, 5,000 views on those episodes. So we'll do it then. Like, we'll pull that clip, remind him of what he said, right? To try to get him back focused on being that impact player and that him. Great call, Coach.
Later, fellas.
All right, Coach. Appreciate you.
Coach
I
go
do
hard
want to
as hell.
tap in on that. Yeah, that's a great in-depth look at what he was saying, man. But when you think about it, it's kind of a catch-22, boss. Because this is interesting. Like Micah, do you think he want to be used like that? Because this is the least amount of times he been on the D line. He was on there 28 times, and he had 10 reps at linebacker. And listen, any game, I want to say this right now, any game where you feel like you don't know what happened to Micah Parsons, I can promise you he probably played linebacker a lot. I promise you. That's what any game. If you ain't just consistently seeing Micah like, ooh, he be playing linebacker. And it's a lot of times it be stuff that he ain't got to do. It be like he covering the flats, or he doing this, he doing that. He ain't just constantly rushing the pass. And look, he was pounding after them 10. We said that he should be the queen, the queen on the chessboard. It looked like he was disgruntled about taking away some of those opportunities at rushing the pass.
If that's the case, he wrong. I'm gonna be all the way honest with you.
That's what it looked like to me.
If that's the case, Micah tripping his ass off, because because linebacker is a game that sometimes you got to get revved up to, and you got to spend a lot of time in that film room. You got to get the patterns of that offense down, and you got to have a feel for them. And I think it take a little while for you to get going, but I think Coach Marv is right to where embrace it. Embrace him moving you around, even if you got to cover in space and all that. Make plays, boy. Make plays. That's why he put you there. Hold on real quick. See, because remember New England game? When he was a rookie, he was pouting because he was playing linebacker. But the following week was Minnesota. Man, he blew that game.
He went crazy.
At linebacker.
Out the gate.
So it's a mix. I think you right. I think Coach Marv right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just wanted you to. I want to hear your take on this, because this gonna intensify the conversation even more. When you remember they had a dispute about this. That's all I wanted to say. You remember DQ and Micah Parsons had a dispute about this in the offseason. Yeah. That's why I wanted to put that on there and let you come in on that all together. Now think about it. Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, that's all I wanted to do. Yeah, go ahead.
So it goes down to the vision of Dan Quinn using you as a chess piece and the vision of yourself. So if the vision of yourself is to be a sack leader, then you're going to be at odds with Dan Quinn. If your vision of yourself is to be just an impactful, great football player wherever you are, then you get in line with the vision of Dan Quinn.
Because look, now all of a sudden when he playing linebacker snaps, now he disgruntled.
Right now
that's what I'm telling you.
Those are two dots that do kind of connect, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Those dots do. Yeah, I ain't gonna say they exactly connect, but if we not acting like there's not a pattern that the pouting could be, I wanted to be the sack leader. I want to be.
Now remember this too. What did Micah Parsons say he was in the offseason?
You right. Ooh,
this is all I'm saying, bro. You gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention, bro.
Clap it up for Landlord on investigating that. Yeah. Boy, this boy. Hey, I thought I was the investigator. Say, man, I thought I was the investigator. Ooh.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Another one.
Because look, we talked about this. I think we was discussing this on Boss Land. I think we was already on Boss Land back then. Because look, we was like, Dan Quinn had to smack him on the wrist. You remember we said this?
Yes.
This was a discussion in the offseason, bro. We got to remember this. So now he playing linebacker. Now he disgruntled after a blowout dominant performance. That's all I'm saying.
It's some clues there. It's some clues there.
He'll do some clues right there.
You know what? I noticed his effort was off when he had the cover. He was very. Wait.
Yep. telling you, bro.
You want answers?
And you, like I said, you got to remember what side Micah was on. Micah was saying, I'm a defensive end. They came back and asked DQ. DQ said, nah, Micah a linebacker. You remember that? We was like, dang, DQ had to spank him. Exactly, bro. Now this is coming out again. This conversation has arose again. And now, just so happened, the game that Micah get the least amount of defensive end reps, he's disgruntled out of it. After a dominant win.
Man, you making sense, bro. I can't fight you.
That's all I'm saying.
And you know I want to fight you, but I can't. I can't fight you, bro. We got one more call.
Yeah.
Common sense. Hold on real quick. The OG common sense. I got to address him properly. What's up, man?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on, my guys? 2 goats in the building. What's going on with y'all, man?
Yeah, chilling.
What's happening?
Hey, man, I don't know what Landlord said. I don't know if you know, boss, but we can't hear Landlord when he talk in the chat.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
He was cooking.
Yeah, I can tell. But I just want to say one thing on the Micah part. And I don't know if he said it or not, and that's one reason why I said to him.
Hold on. Common sense. Let me just catch you up so you'll be in context. He was basically saying that Micah Parsons is likely pouting because he playing linebacker. You know, and he was connecting those dots from what he said in the offseason, where Michael was asked, how do you see yourself? And he saw himself as a defensive end. Then Dan Quinn came in and was like, no, he's an off-ball linebacker that can pressure, you know? So Landlord was saying, boss, those dots kind of connect when it turns down to him pouting, right? In the game that we had a blowout, and it was a time he had the least amount of snaps. So I was over here kind of looking at Landlord kind of connect those dots, and I was like, bro, that might be it. You know, obviously we're not saying it's 100% because we don't know, but at the same time, it kind of fits the pattern of what we seen with Micah before, because he was mad when he played linebacker at himself his rookie year at New England, but then he embraced it the game after and killed on Minnesota. So I want to catch you up on that so you'll know exactly what he said. So whenever you say what you got to say now, it's going to be in the context of what Landlord said.
Bet, appreciate that. And see, I 100% agree with that, with Landlord, you and Coach Marv. And I just like to throw a little bit more context in there if I can. And I just want to say, what is the preparation? Because if we look at everything that Landlord said, you said, Coach Marv said, what was Micah preparing for in the offseason? He was preparing to be a better rusher, a better with his hands. He was preparing to get off the line faster. He was, he was doing all that preparing in the offseason, during the season, when y'all was in Oxnard. Y'all never seen him line up at linebacker in Oxnard. You know what I mean? And then, so what preparation has he gotten to be that linebacker? And so to me that's an aspect of it. I'm not saying Micah right, Micah wrong. I'm not saying Dan Quinn right, Dan Quinn wrong. It's just another outlook. Is he getting that preparation that he's needed to be that person? Like he said, linebacker is more mental than physical in anything. We all know that. We all played the game. You got to be physical at linebacker, but the only way you're gonna be real physical at linebacker, you got to have that mental part right. You know what I mean? You know, and my thing is. I've always wanted Micah as outside linebacker because I've always seen Micah as in my opinion, just my opinion only, Micah could be a Fred Warner, Von Miller hybrid 2.0. In my opinion. You know what I mean? If he studies the game and studies that position and just plays that one position, Micah can be he can change it. It ain't even gonna be a Lawrence Taylor. It's gonna be a Micah Parsons. If he stays with Dan Quinn and he prepares the right way, that's how I feel about Micah Parsons. But he has to have the mentality and he has to have the work ethic to stay in that film room and get that way. And that's what I got on Micah. That's all I got on Micah. I just want to give you your flowers for last night with you and Big Game. What y'all did last night and that heat y'all brought last night, man, I love that. I want to give you and Landlord for the Boss Land y'all flowers. And man, if I can ask for one thing, I know Landlord work night shift, but man, can we, before Thanksgiving next week, can we get one of them fire shows with Landlord on the final word? I would love to just get Landlord on the final word with y'all right before Thanksgiving. Let us get that feast in, from the final word, and then get that feast in on Thanksgiving. And then to the fans, hey, scrap all that MVP talk, scrap all that whatever. Man, we gotta keep this damn villain role. Look, I'm not with all this 3-4 letter networks and all the fans, chilling and stuff. No, man, we still the damn villains, bro. Nah, I'm not with all this. We too cool right now. And I understand we had Giants last week. We got Carolina this week. It's hard to get up for it. But at the same time, man, I don't give a dang who out there. We are the villains this year. And if you think about it, boss, and I know you got it, Landlord, when we started Spam Lamb, when we started talking about embrace the villain role, that was after the San Francisco game. So it's not only that the coaches and the coaches changed, they start targeting CD Lamb, they start targeting Brandon Cooks. Guess what? The fans also was embracing that villain role. Just because we had 4 good games and we almost beat the Eagles and we was close, fuck a more victory. Sorry, excuse me for cussing. But we need to embrace this villain role for the rest of the season because guess what? Anything can happen. Any freaking thing can happen, and we need to stay on their necks. We need to keep this pressure going, and we need to keep it going until we get 6. Right now, we ain't got the 6 ring right now. So I don't want us to stop as a fan or nothing. If anybody in here cares about the Cowboys, you don't care about nothing else but number 6. It ain't about Dak Prescott. It ain't about Tony Pollard. It ain't about Zeke Elliott. It ain't about nobody of the past. It's about the 2023 Cowboys. Boss, you said something last night, and it hit me so hard, and it changed my whole mindset. You said last night when you were talking with Big Game James, you said you wanted to come. You and Big Game James drunk the Kool-Aid before the season, and I was like, man, Boss Show was right. But one thing you never heard, bro, you never heard Common say I was on board with you. and this is why. And I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm gonna tell you exactly why,
bro. Because I got to get a haircut. But you killing it though.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna be real quick. The only reason why I never drunk the Kool-Aid is because this was the first year I was just gonna enjoy every game. I didn't care what was gonna happen. I just wanted to enjoy every game this year because I saw the potential. And I knew if we stayed healthy, we had the chance to make historic memories. And that's all I wanted. I just wanted to enjoy those historic memories. I'll worry about the playoffs and stuff when they got here. But right now, man, with the way this team is going, man, we got to keep that villain because when we the villains, we change the culture and they look at us different. Yeah, I love the praise that they giving us, but guess what? All that's going to do is make us soft in the ear. I love y'all. Landlord, you always take phone calls when I'm working real hard, bro. I'm going to try to get there because I want to be talking to you too, bro. I love y'all. Thank y'all for everything y'all do. I catch y'all on the cash side, bro.
Hey,
I ain't going to lie. Look, I was just about to get on camera, like, boy, you need to call me. I'm getting jealous of boss phone calls, man. Hey, you got that heat over here.
You should be jealous, bro. I know I got that heat. I got nothing but heat over here, boy. I swear. Yeah. The executives that follow Boss Cowboy Sports, they football people. For real.
Yeah.
I mean that. And then my boy Amp going crazy. He said jobs don't pay you to do the job you see fit. Jobs pay you to do the job they want the way they want it done. Ooh.
I got one more point before we go.
Hold on real quick. Let me get this super chat. He said,
I got a couple of supers over here too.
In the Fighter Word group chat. Man, absolutely, bro. Let me go ahead on that. Go with the super chat.
I was just about to say, what's the best Micah linebacker game? And you just said
Minnesota.
The best Micah Parsons linebacker game of his career was Minnesota. That was rookie year Minnesota though.
Yeah.
Not last year. I'm talking about Minnesota. He was going sideline to sideline, going crazy.
He killed that
That's
game.
what we thought we was gonna have.
Yeah.
And then it looked like, guess what? The superstar got his way because that ain't how he wanted to play. I'm just saying. Cause look, after that game, we ain't see him playing like that no more. Well, out of necessity though, they probably didn't budge. I'm gonna throw the coaching staff a bone. D-Law got hurt that year. D-Law got hurt that year, and out of necessity, Micah had to go over there. Right. So I throw the coaching staff a bone, because sometimes, these days in professional sports, they bend the knee to these superstars, bro.
They do.
They do. They bend the knee to these superstars these days, man.
Hey. Man, and then y'all want to throw in them super chats right when I'm finna go get my haircut, man.
I just gonna shout out DC for Life texting with a $5 on my end. He's just saying, let's go Cowboys. And we appreciate you, sir. And shout out to D Well with the $2 super. He said, just be the best player on the field, Michael, period. Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate y'all.
And then Pastor Taff with the super chat at the end. He said, Boss and Landlord, this might be a money play. Michael wants that DE bag, but I smell the political Jones. Yeah. Yeah, man. So let me go ahead and get my final words so I can get them filed.
Yes, sir.
First of all, on my boy Landlord on the final word, we've been trying to do that for months. The only
For
reason
sure.
it ain't happened is because he worked nights. That's the man. That we would have had, we would have had my boy on like 4 months ago and often. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So y'all just know it ain't nothing. Nobody got to be vetted for no final word. You ain't got to be you just got to be somebody that talk ball well, and he definitely does. So I just wanted to be clear on that. Now, in terms of him being a part of a super panel that can be coming up, it's funny you said that, Common Sense, because I talked to Jay Tuck today, and he was literally saying, bro, we need to do us a super show soon. He said around Thanksgiving. So
that's a great idea.
It's and he was like, bro, we really need to do that, because he was like, we all go hard together, but we really move the nation when we do it together. Like when we come together and stream to all these channels, that just creates such a ripple effect of good ideas. Expect Landlord to be on that. I'm gonna just say it like that.
For sure.
That's my final words.
Already, man. And yeah, man, this show right here is like, it's just getting better and better, man. Once we get this word out, let the people know, I think this sky's the limit for this show. I enjoy this one right here, man. So we got to make sure we get the people what they want. Hey, if y'all support this, if y'all enjoy this, you got to support it. You got to hit that like, share button. I don't want boss on my side like, man, them numbers ain't hitting, Landlord. Them numbers ain't hitting. So we got to make sure we get this. We can support this if you enjoy this, man. But I appreciate y'all and love all the support. Let's get it, man.
Let's get it. All right, man. And also, I just want to say this real quick. Y'all come back tonight at 8 o'clock.
I got to come back for that one, too.
Yeah, bro. 8 o'clock.
This is culture conversation.
The culture conversation. It's going to be worth it, man. But, yeah, it's that Boss Land. We out.
Yes, sir.